Southern Ukraine was and still remains difficult to defend. Russian forces have had significant success there, most notably by taking the city of Kherson. From there they tried to attack Odessa, which would have opened their way by land to the Russian-occupied territories of Moldova, also known as Transnistria. Mikita is a serviceman who participated in battles for Mykolaiv, another strategically important city in the south.
We have been performing tasks since the beginning of the full-scale war. We didn't have much time for training. We were just ordinary young people who wanted victory. We were formed in March, and in April we started going on combat missions in the Mykolaiv direction. And we keep going today. It's difficult to fight in the Kherson and Mykolaiv regions because of their exposed terrain. It's almost impossible to conduct offensive operations or maneuvers hidden from the enemy. This has significantly slowed down the speed of the Ukrainian army. There are also a lot of rivers between these two regions, which complicates matters even further.
Brigades like the 126 are quite unique. Different backgrounds and cultures there have created a new kind of brigade, one where every soldier is being utilized to fit their personal capabilities. Apart from different nationalities, backgrounds and genders, the brigade also includes people with disabilities.
My name is Alexander. I'm a unit commander of a twin 23mm anti-aircraft gun. It is designed to hit low-flying targets such as Shaheeds and Orlans. Here, 2 arrows indicate where the target will come from, and the collimator is adjusted accordingly. In 2015, I joined the 53rd Brigade, where I was wounded, also fighting on an anti-aircraft gun on an MTLB after a mortar attack. In 4 months, I learned how to walk again and came back. The 12 months before that were pure hell. You just have to set a goal for yourself and move towards it.
Of course, I'm proud that I'm a woman in the army, because some of the guys are in Europe now, crying their tears that they're not at home, and I'm at home, and I'm like brave. I feel lots of support, and sometimes I know that I can motivate guys with my physical form, with my possibilities, with my knowledge.
I know you have a son.
Yeah.
How does he feel about you being in army?
He is very proud of me. Yeah, he says like, my mom is almost a general. Yeah, she knows everyone in the military. Like when it's a rocket alarm or something like that, he calls me and, Mom, what's up? Is everything fine? Should I go to the basement or can I stay here? Yeah, he's proud of me.
Territorial Defence is part of the ground forces of Ukraine. Its core consists of experienced military personnel, while the main force consists of civilians who have recently volunteered to defend their homes. These new recruits require a significant amount of training. There are a number of foreign veterans in the brigade who help turn former civilians into soldiers.
I was here February, as soon as the war started. Because I lived here in 2018 and I worked with the National Guard.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I was a sniper instructor with the National Guard. I was in the British Infantry for a series of years, and I'm a qualified sniper and I'm also a trained anti-tank weapon specialist on Milan. The majority of these people, the majority of the guys here, they're not military, they're civilians who have now taken up their role to protect their country, and they don't go through a boot camp such as any sort of regular troop would. So what we've got to look at is we've got to get these guys up to some sort of combat speed. Check that they're clear. Okay. and then we'll go to the position, and then we'll load in position. And then when you hit around 3 rounds to the target, go on. We've got a series of SVDs on the floor. These are further on. We've got obviously a slightly customed AK-74. And of course, Nick, what have we got there? It's a UR-10, so yeah, so 7.62, yeah. So as you can see, made in Ukraine. It's a nice rifle. So these are great for up to 500-600 meters. That's, as Nick said, you'll hit targets at 1,000. That's the sort of equipment that these guys will need.
The bond with Westerners was formed long before the full-scale invasion. Representatives of the Ukrainian Navy, together with the US veterans, organized an event called Drinking Bros in Odessa to help veterans socialize. It raised the interest of foreigners in the Ukrainian military and brought many of them to the brigade.
My name is Nick. I'm from the United States, from Texas. I am a reconnaissance section leader in a Territorial Defence brigade in Ukraine. I spent a little over 10 years in the United States Marine Corps.
You see what berm he's talking about? Yeah.
For me, this is my only experience outside of the U.S. military, so I don't really have anything to compare it to so much. I've got friends who are in the Legion and different places, but for me, this has been a really good brigade. It's really good for Westerners as well. There's a lot of people that speak English. Is a large part of it, but a lot of the officers are Western trained, and they have a different mindset. It's not just pell-mell, go to the front lines. When I first came to this brigade, I was actually training NCOs, and my mission was to create Western-style NCOs in order to further the capabilities of this brigade.
I was an electrician, but growing up in Kentucky, I did a bunch of competition shooting and grew up around guns, and if somebody tells me to go somewhere and shoot, I can listen to orders, I can do that, that's fine. We actually got some training out here too with Nick and a couple other people. Sitting in Kentucky, you don't hear a lot about Ukraine, especially before the war, so I didn't know what to expect, but I came here and I was shocked at how nice the people were, how courteous they were, and I liked it enough to, I'm probably going to stay after the war too for a bit.